Hello and welcome. My name is John Michael Collins. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. The music you just heard is fun, upbeat, and kind of depicts me. It was provided by my friends Marino and Noah Correa, who are part of a company called Cinema Sonic. Head over to their website down in the description to find out how you could get quality audio and visual works for your next project. Hello, hi there. Hey, how's it going? I'm just saying a song to you. I'm not singing the song, but I'm saying a song to you. It's like when you're singing a song, but you actually just say it instead. I said to myself just now that I did not want to say this in this pre-roll, but I want to say it because it was like so kind of crazy. So, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say how I was taking my 15-minute nap just now, and I'm having this dream. The dream, like my foot slipped on some ice or something, and while I was laying, like my leg actually responded to that same motion. Like, in the dream, my foot did the motion, but that transmitted through my brain to my foot, or maybe it transmitted from my foot to my brain. Regardless, it was a reaction. Or what if my body like twitched that way, and then my brain interpreted it in the dream? So it's like, what is this? Is this nonsense? Is this a paradox? This is just kind of bizarre. Yeah, this is just kind of bizarre. So I woke up, and then something else happened too in the dream. I can't remember what it was. It's really cool because I'm not going to boast in myself in this thing that I'm about to say, but I'm going to boast in how awesome God is in giving us the ability to dream dreams, okay? Not just like, I dream to be a superhero one day. You don't have to dream that because you already are a superhero, by the way. I don't know how many episodes ago I talked about my dream journal. Ooh, maybe it's here on this piece of paper. Okay, it's not here. I thought it was going to be on my 2 previous scripts that I wrote, but it's not. But I was going to reference when I talked about my dream journal. I will post in this episode's description, or I have posted in this episode's description, about which episode is where I talk about my dream journal. My dream journal! My dream journal! My dream journal! Can you hear that dog barking? No, because it's not barking right now. It's cool that we can dream dreams because it's kind of like an alternate reality. We all can relate to dreams because we all have them. Some other people can recall them more than other people. That doesn't mean you're better than anyone. Anyone can train themselves to recall their dreams. I have these dreams. They kind of like stay in my short term. What's the process in your computer where it like stores temporary files? Yeah, temporary files until like you save them and then it no longer keeps track of them. Like if you're typing on a Word document or in an Excel file and then all of a sudden your computer crashes, you know, if you're like searching something on the internet and you have a million tabs open like I do, and then your computer doesn't have enough memory, so all of a sudden your computer just like freezes and the internet closes. When you reopen it, it has like, I think they're called temporary files. It's like a short-term memory thing or long-term memory. I don't know. But what I do know is that there's like this log of dreams that I have yet to write down that keep like hanging out in the forefront of my mind. Like one of them was a very, very terrifying dream about zombies eating people, but like they were staring at me while they were eating the people. And they were staring at me in a way that's like, we're coming for you. And I'm like, stop it. So I got in a car and they were chasing me, and then I was fine. I was in like a Jeep, I think driving through a cornfield. I know it's easier said than done for me to say, just remember this. Just try not to think about anything else. Don't even get up. Like, stay where you're at. Just think of like, what color was it? Was it day? Was it night? Did I smell anything? Was I afraid? Was I excited? And then from there, your brain starts like recalling these things. Speaking of your brain recalling things, I'm going to talk to you about some things that I recall from my past. So if you're just joining, this podcast is a personal and therapeutic tool that I call a vocal diary. It's a space for me to process my thoughts and explore stories and post them for those who might be interested. I'm not doing this for any type of social gain or to be a better human. I'm just doing it to do it. Episodes 1 and 2 talk about who I am, so please give them a listen if you're interested in hearing about me. If you're not interested in hearing about me, well, you're already here, so I got you. You're stuck. No, you're not stuck. You can leave anytime you want, and I will not be offended. I will only... as I'm saying this, it like hurts a little bit. I will be a little hurt if you stop in the middle of this episode and you're like, I don't want to listen anymore. But you know what? That's absolutely okay because that's your choice. A quick disclosure that going on tangents may or may not be involved. This show is conversationally true to how I speak. I want to give a quick shout out to EDC Crate. I haven't been wearing their cologne as much because it's getting warmer now in Atlanta. And although I still wear my sweatshirt inside, I'm like forgetting to put cologne on for the sake of like enjoying it because I know it's good for me, but I'm not doing it. But I need to be doing it. There's just so much going on in my life that's like stressing me out that maybe I would be less stressed if I was smelling it. Consider buying some cologne at their website or something off of their website, edccrate.com, and consider using coupon code GQT15% to save a couple of bucks. Or if you buy their big bottle of cologne, you can save a lot of bucks. So thank you, EDC Crate, for your cologne and just who you are. Here we go. Ooh, to win the love of money is the root of all evil. Evil. If you've ever watched SpongeBob, then you know that evil stands for every villain is lemons. If you haven't watched SpongeBob, then I'll post a link, or I have posted a link to that clip on YouTube. So to win the love of money is the root of all evil. I think this goes back to just like, since anything of value was used to trade something to another person, something like that, however currency and value works. It's funny because actually today I told my dad, right, I'm a little embarrassed, okay? I'm not embarrassed. I am proud for having this thought and like actually wanting to share it. So the thought was money. Some people have a lot of it. Some people don't have a lot of it. However much of it you have can determine the experiences that you have in your life. Now, you don't have to have a lot of money to have a lot of experiences. It depends how you personally value your individual experience. I can drive around the country 13,000 miles, have all these different experiences, but at the end of the day, what matters is, did they mean something to me? And yes, they did. And was I able to share those things with people? Yes, I was, and I still am. That time has molded me into who I am now, and who I am now is an awesome person, and I am not going to regret that experience. The second thought I told my dad was how, if some people see you as someone who has multiple experiences in your life, then that can make you more susceptible to people having some type of envy towards you or just hate you altogether, which is very, very sad. I think it's a true fact. So the love of money being the root of all evil, specifically. Oh, the OJs, that's a song? What? In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Wow! So it's like, money does not buy happiness. If you look at people who have a lot of money, sure, they are probably very happy, but I'm sure there is also some empty void within them that people without a lot of money share with them. So if you love money, you're going to probably think that it will satisfy you fully. It can definitely bring you a lot of great experiences, but like I said earlier, how you value those experiences is what's important. If you don't value them at all, then you're just, maybe you're wasting money where you could actually be using it for good. I value everyone's opinion, but if you don't have a lot of money, I would encourage you to, one, think of the most valuable thing you have, which is yourself, okay? Because without that, you would be nothing. That's the truth. And then from there, say you're on social media. You are seeing all of these things that other people are doing with their life. And you're like, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't do those things because I have bills to pay and I have to eat food and I can barely make it through the day. And I feel for you humbly, genuinely, truly with that. But just hang in there. Count each day. Yes, this sounds cookie cutter like blah, 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 blah. Count each day as a true blessing because it is. There is nothing more precious than the breath in your body, the spark in you, the twinkle in your eye. So just take what you have. I know it's much, 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 much easier said than done to be grateful for what you have, especially if what you have seems like nothing. And I'm truly, truly grateful for you. And I know we've probably never had a conversation. Maybe we have. But if we haven't, I actually mean this when I say, I love you and I care for you and I value you. God, the creator of the universe, the creator of you, displays these things to you greater than I ever could. And he knows me better than I know me, and he knows you better than you know you. He is everything that I need. Regardless of any experience that I've had, they can never add up to how much he means to me, to how much his relationship means to me. And if you have a lot of money, might you consider sharing with those who don't? Be grateful for what you have, what you've been given. I had this thought earlier. For work, I can see who owes their property taxes and how much they owe. And I was like, wow, if I struck a gold mine, how cool would that be to just pay somebody's property taxes? And they probably wouldn't even know. So I would encourage you, loving thy neighbor is one of the best things that you can do. And you can do that in a million different ways. You don't have to pay someone's property taxes. You can just call your buddy, say, hey, how's it going? You're awesome. You're a rock star. I hope you're doing okay. Is there anything I can help you with? Do you want to have lunch? Do you want to go get coffee? Not during Lent because I'm not drinking coffee. To when you question buying gold. Fun. I've had this question often. I first started learning about investing money in 2018. I was talking to someone about like investing in like financial stuff, and they talk about like buying gold bars because gold has been used since before the time of King Solomon, whose yearly salary was 666 talents of gold. In 1 Kings chapter 10 verse 14, the weight of the gold that Solomon received yearly was 666 talents. Wow. So the question, buying gold, that thought can like spiral into, either fear or wisdom. Whether or not I should buy some gold bars is, I don't know. It'd be cool to have a gold bar because I've always thought of like, what it'd be like to bite one. But at this time of this recording, I don't have dental insurance, so I do have this piece of like metal that's below my teeth that whenever I get an x-ray, it shows up and I'm like, I wonder what that is. It would be so cool. Maybe it's like a $50,000 piece of metal. I don't know. Or maybe it's like worth $2. Either way, I should probably leave it there because it's keeping my teeth in alignment, I think. I mean, really, whenever I think about buying gold, I'm like, I have that thought at least once. But it's so expensive. I did the calculations to how much 666 talents of gold is, how much that costs, like how much money that would be today. But today, 1 troy pound of gold is worth $20,800. That is a lot. That is a very, very lot. It would be cool, like, if I was alive 100 years ago and I bought a pound of gold. Because then I could, like, work out with them, By the way, so gold. Gold's a pretty color. You don't need to put it in your teeth, but you can. I'm not going to frown upon that. It looks kind of cool. It's just not for me. Gold. You can wear, like, a gold earring or have a gold ring. A gold ring would probably be cool. Like, Lord of the Rings. The One Ring. Yes. To rule them all. So if you question buying gold, maybe don't get too wrapped up in the thought, but definitely give it some thought. Because if you do, it might make you hungry for ice cream, which I don't have. But if I did, that'd be cool if I could, like, have gold ice cream. And then I could satisfy that thought of biting into gold, because, it would be really hard. And be like, ow! Soft enough to where, like, you actually wouldn't break your teeth. That would be nice. Maybe I just need stronger teeth. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. It's hard to, like, have a full smile and say something at the same time. I'm smiling. I really, 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 really want to thank you from the deepest part of my heart for tuning in to this episode. If you liked it, please share it with your family and friends and anybody and everyone you know. Also, if you don't mind, head over to my website, which is my creative portfolio, johnmichaelcollins.com. Thanks for listening.